graphics screen because they are seen by all viewers of the public. If you're watching via Facebook, please do hit that share button and share us out there to as many pages as you possibly can. Spiritual pages, I must add, and your own personal pages that you think will be of interest. And if you're watching via YouTube, guys, it's quite easy for you to share us onto your social media platforms. There's a little swirly arrow icon that sits just in your graphics down below underneath the screen here, where you can copy and paste and attach that onto all of your social media formats. This evening's guest will be no surprise to all of you lovely viewers that tune in on a regular basis. You will be familiar with this lovely lady that's joining me this evening. But for those viewers that are new here this evening, I would like to bring on screen with me producer Richard, if you can hear me, the lovely Deb Clarke. Deb, thank you so much for joining me here this evening.
Hello, everybody. It's me again.
Yeah. No, you've been busy on the channel this week, haven't you?
I've been busy. This is my third time.
Oh,
my third chance of winding up Richard.
And we've been doing a little bit of that prior to going live tonight, haven't we?
We have. He's already wound up. We'll just do a bit more, won't we, Bill?
Absolutely. Why not, hey? Now, Deb, for those viewers that are maybe joining this evening that haven't seen you work here at SPTV, tell them a little bit about yourself.
Oh, what is there to tell, eh, Bill?
Wow.
What is there to tell?
Well,
not a lot.
I'm sure there's some.
I've been on SPTV since almost the beginning, a couple of months into it, so nearly 3 years. I work the churches mainly. I'm a church medium, really. I love my churches, and I do the usual charity ones as well. I do it for charity, and I do my churches, and I do whatever I can for Richard, and that's it.
And how long have you been? How long have you been serving medium?
I've been doing platforms for about 12 years.
Wow.
I waited until I finished the police, and then I was able to do it, because whilst you're in there, you're working shifts and you can't always get to church. I went to church on the odd occasion while I was in the police, doing bits and bobs, but working the platforms about 12 years.
Wow, that's amazing. Amazing.
Yeah.
So tonight, for all of those lovely new viewers that may be joining us for the first time who haven't seen the show, Collective Consciousness is a show that's purely dedicated to mediumship. And every fortnight, I have the fantastic opportunity of inviting a guest medium to join me on the show, where we share the virtual platform. And what we attempt to do through our conscious minds, our spiritual conscious minds, we can join our energies and we attempt to work with the same loved one from spirit for the one recipient that's watching. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. It is purely an experiment. Now, whereabouts in the UK are you based, Deb?
I'm in Weston, in Somerset.
You're in Somerset and I'm all the way down in Croydon, London. So we are, well, we couldn't be further apart if we tried.
All over the place.
Absolutely. So it's all about us putting that trust in our guides, our angelic helpers, our loved ones that have made their journeys up to spirit, who come to work with us. And hopefully, in unison, our teams will work collectively together, giving us the information that it is that we need to connect with one of our lovely, or some of our lovely viewers that are joining us this evening. Now, talking of our viewers, shall we take some turns in saying hellos?
Do it.
Absolutely. Ladies first.
Roll the titles, Richard.
Roll them, Richard. Roll them, Richard. Go, go, go.
Millie. How are you, Millie?
Who's joining as well, watching via YouTube? Hi there, Cheryl.
Hello, Alison. Got the regulars on. Hi, Alison from YouTube.
We got the lovely Gail Amos, who's saying hello, everyone, and good evening. Good evening to you too, Gail. Thank you for holding space, my lovely.
Hello, Lynn. How are you?
Mary Dixie's also joining. Good evening, Mary. Thank you for joining.
Lavina, I haven't seen you before, I don't think. Lavina, are you new? If you're new, tell us you're new and tell us where you're from. At the moment, we're only seeing YouTube, aren't we, Bill? Oh, no.
Now we've just got a Facebook that's popped up. Just as you said that, we've got Mick Hayward who's saying, good evening, Bill and Richard and Deb.
Hello, Jane. She's saying, evening, Bill. And
Natalie Russell joins us via Facebook, also saying good evening. Good evening to you too, Natalie. Thank you for holding space.
Lisa, hiya, Lisa.
Ruth Townsend, evening, all Bill, Richard and Deb. Good evening to you too, Ruth. Thank you for joining, my lovely.
Hello, Sarah.
Hi there, Debbie. Debbie Gallagher saying good evening, Bill, Deb and Richard.
Chrissy, hiya, Chrissy. Oi, oi, Debs, 3 times this week. What have we done to deserve it? No, you must have been really bad, Chrissy. You must have been really mad.
We've got the lovely Linda Wallace who's saying hi, Bill and Deb, with some love hearts. Love hearts back to you, my darling.
Hi, Mary. Nice little flowers. That's nice.
It is, it's lovely. And Emma Adams saying, you're all amazing here on SPTV. Oh, God bless you, Emma. Thank you so much.
You're all amazing out there as well, aren't you?
They now, really are.
How do you say that name? Concessa, is it? Is it Concessa?
Conchessa?
Conchessa. Conchessa. If I said your name wrong, Conchessa, I'm sorry. But hello.
And we've also got Di Redman who joins us via Facebook saying, hello, Bill and Deb. Looking forward to this evening. I'm looking forward to it too. Are you, Deb?
Yeah. When you work with somebody, how you doing? When you work with somebody else, the energy's different and it usually boosts it. So that's what I like.
It does. And we've never worked, for those of you that are joining maybe for the first, who are joining us this evening, Debs and I have never worked together before. So this is a first for us both. Lisa Davis is joining via Facebook saying, evening, Bill and Deb. Good evening to you too, Lisa.
Hello, Natalie. How are you?
How lovely. How lovely. We've got so many people joining us, but we are conscious, guys, that we need to get things moving here this evening. So we'll do a few more acknowledgements a little bit later into the schedule there. So, Deb, can I talk about this energy that's been building up with me prior to us going live here this evening? I mentioned it just a few moments ago to you, didn't I? That I've got a gentleman that's making himself very evident to me, but the first thing that he's done is given me the most excruciating head pain. And he's making me feel and understand here that there would have either been some type of hemorrhage or there would have been a brain tumour that this gentleman had suffered from. He makes me feel incredibly hot, and the spirit do that with me. That's my trigger to understand also that there would have been infection that would have been present that would have taken me over to spirit's side. I know within, as he starts to just come that little bit closer to me, I'm working on a dad vibration, but I'm also acknowledging that I would have been grandfather when I was here on the earth plane as well. He wants to feed me at this moment in time peanut butter and chopped banana sandwiches. So I don't know if this would have been something that he would have loved, or indeed that this is something that the recipient will connect to. I know as he stands beside me here and he makes himself a lot more evident to me, I want to stand around about 5'12" with this gentleman, and I don't want to be of a big build. I want to be narrowed down in my frame. I do feel very breathless as well as he's starting to impression upon me. So I know that there would have been breathing difficulties that would have been present with this gentleman as well prior to him making his journey back home. I know that I just want to be narrowed down with him, but he stands beside me in a suit. He's presenting himself very neat and tidy in a suit. I've got a blue navy suit that he's just placing upon me at this moment in time. And I've got a very thick knotted tie that is just popping around my neck. So I feel that this is an acknowledgement to how this gentleman would have been dressed, you would understand, when he made his journey home. This would have been his last resting place outfit. That's what I feel I want to say as I'm getting this information there. I don't know if you're picking up and you're coming into the vibration of this link, and if you are, then please do feel free to add anything into it. And if you're not, then that's fine. I will continue to work and we'll go separate links. It's up to you.
Carry on for a minute, Bill, because I've got
Okay.
a different lady. You see, I've got his mum with me.
Wonderful. So we've got 2 family members that are starting to join.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Okay. Now, I feel and I understand with this gentleman as well that, okay, my friend, I feel and I understand with this gentleman as well that things needed to be written down. Sheena's saying, my dad died of cancer of the head and had a grandchild before he died. Thank you, Sheena. Just see if there's anybody else that's relating to this information as well. Something needed to be written down. Okay, he's making me understand that there were words that needed to be shared. Now, whether or not this is from him or this is words that you shared, that you placed with him, this is the information that he's just giving me at this moment in time. So, Sheena, again, I wonder if you can relate to why he's sharing that with me. And if you can, my lovely, then please do place that up in the feed of the comments there. And again, if there's anybody else that relates to this information, do step forward, do let me know. He had chest problems, he wore a blue suit to work and also on the train. Okay, my darling, thank you very much for giving me that further part of the information. Karen King is also coming forward saying, my husband's favourite sandwiches, he passed with COPD and had an infection. He was dressed in a suit, but not a tie. He was a dad and a granddad. Karen, can you also relate, please, my darling? It's really evident that he was placing that discomfort within my head, my sweetheart. Sheena's saying he never got to finish his will before he died. So this would be significant with regards to why he was showing me words and things being written down. Okay. But Sheena, can you also take and understand you wanting to write words as well and share those words with him, please, my darling? Because I feel as though I need to reciprocate it and I need to flip it. So it's going both ways here, you would understand. So again, just give me that feed through the comments box, just so that I can continue to move forward with the vein of the message there for you, my lovely. And I also know he never got to finish his will before he died. Okay, Sheena. I also know that it's very important to be acknowledging, Sheena, you would understand that there is some type of discomfort around you at this moment in time that would sit on your right shoulder, because he's just placing an element of me feeling very uncomfortable. There's discomfort here. It's almost as though I've pulled or I've strained here, you would understand, my darling. He just shows me that. He makes me feel that. He gives that to me with a blue indication of light, and that's my trigger again to understand that we need to be asking those healing angels to be placing some healing where it's needed. You wrote a poem and placed a picture of him with his grandparents. Okay, my darling, that's why I just wanted to flip that information there also. So that's great. I feel as though I want to continue with Sheena here, please, Richard. So this link feels right for me. Deb, have you got anything that you want to bring into the message here with your lovely lady that you have with you at this moment?
If I'm with Sheena, I've got
Okay.
I've got your gentleman's mom with me. Okay. Very close. They were very close, and she actually met him when he went over. If I'm with Sheena, I'm on with an R in, you see. But if she can take his mom being in spirit as well, then I've got her. So I've got a conversation going with her at the moment. But she would have met him when he passed to spirit, and she's very caring. You know, he was a lad type thing. So she's looking after him. But it depends. Is it Granny? Okay, then I'll carry on with what she's saying. She's just talking about, for some reason, Sheena, she wants to acknowledge somebody who was called Santa's little helper at one point. She's talking about Santa's little helper, Santa's little helper. And she's also talking about the month of August means something to you as well. So anniversary, birthday or passing. That's what she's telling me so far. Bill, if you want to, because you've got a bit more, I think, haven't you?
I have. I've just been told by him to throw those genes away, Sheena. So you must be having a sort out at the moment, or there must be some type of issue that's going on with you or around you with a pair of genes in particular that I feel somewhat displeased with them as he starts to give this here. Okay, chuck them away, get rid of them. That's what he's saying, is he's just feeding that information there to me. Can you also take as well the Tennant tea cakes, please, my darling? You know, the chocolate tea cakes, which would have had the marshmallow top and the biscuit base that were covered in chocolate, because he's just feeding those to me, as spirit often do. They love to share food with me, Debs. Sheena's just given a little bit of feedback to what it was that you'd given with your information. She used to be Santa's little helper at Christmas back home. She died also in August. That's taking you to the August link there as well. Yeah, these tea cakes he's just sharing with me, I feel as though these would have been something that this gentleman really would have loved. So he's sharing that. He's giving me one to give to you. You would understand, Sheena. It's all about just having something a little bit naughty, a little bit sweet at this moment in time, because I feel and I understand with the information, I can't get in the jeans putting on too much weight. I was just about to say, I want to share the tea cake with you. Well, there you go. He's using that as a symbolic piece of information there with regards to how it is that you're thinking about those genes, and the marshmallow cakes you're just confirming there as well for us. That's wonderful. Thank you, my darling. Okay, Sheena, can you just also please take with this gentleman that there would have been a dryness to his mouth, almost to the point, please, that I feel as though my lips would have actually have chafed, or they would have had like that loose skin area where they needed like a lip seal or a Vaseline that would have been put on them. You would understand. I need to keep them moist. They're chapped. That's the word I'm looking for. Got there in the long run. But the point of his visit, the point of why he's come here this evening to make this connection with you, my darling, is because he just shows me this vibrancy of yellow light, and yellow I always connect to upliftment. So we're wrapping that up around you at this moment in time. But I feel a lot more comfortable. I feel, as I want to say, I feel a lot more comfortable with the direction of where things are going with you now. You would understand. You have it, Bill Lowell. God bless you. Where things are going with you, where I felt on the edge, where things were taking me to a point where I felt I was being tipped over, I no longer feel like that. I feel more comfortable as I'm moving forward, and I feel a lot more focused within my mind. You would understand that he just gives me here for you, my darling. Okay, now just let me know on that feedback as well, that sits and that relates to you. And whilst I wait for that, I'm just going to have a conversation with him and ask if we can have the parting gift for you before I send him back off up to the angels and hand over to Deb to complete her lovely message with Granny there for you. Okay. Deb, I'm going to hand over to you for the minute, and I'm going to let you, because you probably heard my dog's being really naughty at this moment in time, so she needs to be silenced because she can't come in on the link, Minnie. And I'm going to pass over to you and come back to Sheena with her gift.
Okay, Sheena. It's your nan that's talking to me, obviously. Now, she's talking about, you've got a Scottish link in your family somewhere. And also she's talking about somebody that wore a kilt, or there's going to be somebody that wears a kilt for some sort of do, as she's putting it as well. But now she's talking to me about confusion around you. It's like you're confused. You've got a lot going on up here, and she's just saying Sheena's a bit confused. There's a lot going on up here. She's talking to me about that. I'll give you August before now. She's brought it back, Sheena, so that means there's 2 dates in August. And she's looking forward. She says she's looking forward because there's a holiday coming up for you. And she's telling me it's only a little holiday, like a couple of days break. But she's saying that it will do you good. And it's to do with the seaside. So you're going to have a day out or a couple of days out at the seaside. She's talking about that. Okay, then. So watch for the kilt link, Sheena, because she's sending you back up there again for some reason. But watch for a nice day out at the seaside. Now, your nanny's talking about, this isn't for you, but this is a memory of hers. She's talking about Blackpool, and the Blackpool lights. All right, so there's a memory there as well that she's talking about. But I think she just wants to pop in. She come with the son. All right, she came with the son to look after him because she's very caring. All she wants to do is look after his son. Like I say, she met him when he went. So she's very caring towards him. But she just wanted to say hello, I think. So that's for you, Sheena. So I hope that was okay. There you go, Bill.
Lovely. Thank you, Debs. And just before I send him back up to the angels there, my sweetheart, I've just been asking for this parting gift, and he's taken me back down memory lane, and he's taken me crab fishing. He's making me just cast the line in, and he's pulling these crabs out of the water with me. So I know that this must be something that you would have done together when he was here on the earth plane. But as I'm staying on the crab fishing link, I also want to give you a dressed crab. So I know that this gentleman would have been fond of eating a dressed crab as well there, Sheena. So I'm going to say God bless you. Thank you so much for giving myself the opportunity and Deb the opportunity to work with you. And Deb, I'll come over to you if there's any parting words that you might want to share, my lovely.
No, I've left it to you to end it, Bill, because I knew you had a bit more.
Okay, thank you very much, Deb. So, Sheena, I hope that that's all related and that fits well with you, my sweetheart. And once again, thank you so much for giving us both the opportunity of working with you. There we go. So that was our
one down, more to go.
Link, absolutely. How did that feel, Deb?
It felt pretty good to me. I'm chillaxing. I am. I'm like chillaxing here because usually I'm one after the other. So I'm having to get into the swing of things, aren't I?
Absolutely. So it's just giving you a little bit of a breather. And Sheena's just giving us that final bit of feedback there, saying that she used to go fishing with him. So that brings in that crab link that he was just sharing there. So, Debs, let me hand over to you and see where it is that you want to go with this next communication link and see if I can join in on it.
There you go then. Right, I've got a lady with me and she's telling me her name's Beryl. Now, she said to me Beryl Jones. So if anybody can take Beryl Jones or a Beryl with the link of Jones, let me know. She's talking about, she's a grandma, so she's somebody's grandma, obviously a mother as well, but she's coming more on the grandma link with me. Okay, so Beryl and the name Jones from Spirit wanting to talk to a female here, she says, and it's a female that she says has been smelling a lot of perfumey smells, flowery smells around them recently. And also whoever this person is on here that she wants to connect with has been sending their prayers up to Spirit as well, asking for a little bit of help. She's describing it as asking for a little bit of help. So let Richard know, type it up if you can take lovely Beryl. She's lovely. She's not very tall. She's coming below me. I'm about 5'7", 5'8", so she's about 5'6". But she's telling me she's describing herself as quite. She describes herself as quite bulky. That's how she's describing herself. A little bit bulky, she's saying, and she's like got this habit of resting her arms on her chest. You know, like some of these pensioners do, resting their arms. You can take her, can you, Tracy? She's lovely. She's just sitting here. It's like I'm sitting down and I'm resting my arms on my chest like this. And she's talking about giving the evil eye, as if she only had to look at somebody and they'd know. Okay, Tracy. And, you know, she's giving somebody the evil eye as if that's all she had to do to get somebody's attention or to tell them off. She just said to me, I never had to raise my voice. I never had to raise my voice, she's saying. And she's talking about with you, Tracy, it's as if you need to give somebody the evil eye. Okay? As if you need to, she's just telling me you need to put your foot down in a situation that's, and I think this is not here yet because she's just said to me to say to you, put your foot down in a situation that's coming up. Okay? Don't be taken advantage of, she's saying. Don't be taken advantage of. She said to me that she's got to tell you that you've got to become a strong person to deal with whoever this is. So you've got to become a stronger person, because she's telling me that you're soft and caring, but on this occasion you've got to rise to it, she's saying. Okay, so remember she's told you that. on another note, she's talking about the month of July means something to you, and also September means something to you. And you should be, like I say, she's talking about you should be smelling flowers around you, or lavender. She's talking about that as well, lavender around you as well. She's talking about a haircut as well, Tracy. So I don't know if you're thinking of having your hair cut or you've had it cut, but she's cutting your hair. She's actually just said to me that there's a memory that somebody, when they got a bit of grey in their hair, they used to chop it out. So it's like they're cutting the ends off their hair. So I'll take it it's grey. She's showing me grey, but they used to chop their grey out of their hair or something. Okay. She's talking about new carpets. She's saying somebody wants new carpets. I've been hearing about new carpets, but they need to save their money first before they go and get new carpets. She's just said to me, save your pennies, Tracy. She's saying, save your pennies. There's a treat coming up, something that you're not aware of, she's saying. So put a little bit aside, There's a surprise coming your way, she's saying, Tracy. I think it's like a trip or something like that. But she's saying, save your pennies, save your pennies. And it is local, because unfortunately she's not giving you the passport. So it must be local somewhere. But there is a treat coming up. She wants me to give you cheesecake. So I don't know whether that's because you like cheesecake, but she's giving you cheesecake. But it's just like a plain cheesecake. It ain't got nothing on top, but a plain piece of cheesecake. But she's talking about, I want to give you that because you need a little bit of sweetness. So you must need a little bit of comfort food, she's saying as well. And before I pass to Bill, because I think he's tuning in with somebody else, I think, by the feel of it. But she wants to give you a great big pot of stew. But I think this is a memory. She's cooking this great big massive pot of stew. And she's doing that for you because she's talking about you need some nutritious food. So she's shoving all the veggies in it. And she's also shoving those, I don't know what they call them. What do they call them? Those like green beans, you know, the round ones. They're horrible looking things. Not kidneys, but there's some green.
Broad beans.
Broad beans. Right.
Yeah.
She's giving you some of them. Okay, Tracy. But she's telling me it's because they're nutritious. I don't know if they've got iron in them or something like that. Oh, I won't say what's... Did you come out live then, Richard?
Richard, behave.
Well, they're very good for you, Tracy. They clear out your digestive system or something, Richard says. All right. But she just wants to come. She's coming because she says you've been asking for guidance from the spirit world, and I thought I'd come and pop in and let you know that we're around. Okay, so that's what I've got so far. So I'll just hang on to Bill.
Okie dokie. So if I'm on the same link as yourself, Deb, Tracy, if you can just give me some feedback on this lady, please, that I've got that joins me here. She takes me outside. The first thing that she's doing, she's down on her hands and knees and she's scrubbing the doorstep. And she's talking about, I can't say the word that she would use because this is live television, but she's talking about that dirty old you-know-what that lives 3 doors down. So she's talking about somebody that she was very displeased with, who wasn't up to, let's say, the most hygienic of standards. She places into my hand an old-fashioned tea strainer, type that you would put the loose tea in. So I know this lady would have loved her loose tea, and I know that she would have loved it to have been incredibly strong as well, because I just get the density and the strength and the flavour that's being placed on my tongue there as she works that little bit harder with me. Fluffing and plumping up cushions. That's all she's been doing around me when Deb's been giving her information. Okay, she's been fluffing and plumping these cushions up. So I don't know if she's making me understand this would have been the way that she was, or indeed this is something that you're doing at this moment in time. But she does place within my mind as she's doing so 2 particular colours. She's given me like a turquoisey blue, and she's also given me a maroon. So I don't know if we can connect those 2 colours to the cushions as well. The other thing that she wants to show me and wants to share with me is you would understand about her crochet blanket that she would have made tassels to that would have hung off the edge. Okay. you're doing. What are you doing it to, darling? Just give me a little bit more information. So elaborate what you're answering to me, because once I've given the information, it's gone. I've forgotten about it. So I just need that feedback and that elaboration, so I know that what it is that I've given you, I've passed on correctly. Okay. I know that you've just lit a candle for your angel. She's talking to me about you just lighting a candle for your angel in spirit. I feel as though I'm connecting this to your lovely daughter that's passed over into the spirit world, you would understand. And I'm acknowledging that you've just lit that candle for her, my darling. Oh my God, absolutely, Bill. Wonderful. Thank you very much. Can you also understand as well, please, Tracy, with a God lover, she would have been, forgive me, she would have been a bit like a Nora Batty type of personality, a type of character that she just plays out within my mind. Okay, Crochet, yes, thank you, my darling. Because as Debs was saying about her sitting like this and resting her arms on her chest, I was also just getting a little bit of sassiness that was coming in with this lady, where she wasn't frightened to give people a piece of her mind, and she spoke her mind. She just said things how they were, you would understand. Yes, you did, Bill, your daughter. Thank you, my darling. We'll send out love to you and healing as well. You must also understand as well that she just wants to play out within my mind that Westlife song, I'm Flying Without Wings. She's sharing that with me. So I know that this must be significant with regards to either connecting that to you or she, or to you and your lovely daughter that's over in spirit there, my darling, because she just plays that song over and over within my mind as she shares that information there to me. And Tracy, can you also understand as well that there's the need for the cigarettes to be given up? Now, I don't know if this is with you or this connects directly someone with you, but the smoking has got to stop. I feel as though this is something that's been spoken about medically and we can't diagnose, but you know that it has to stop. It has to come to an end. So please, again, do give me the feedback on that, my darling, and I will hand over to Deb to close off this wonderful link and message. God bless you.
Okie dokie, Tracy. She's giving me some pain, is this lady's Beryl. She gave me a little bit of pain. And I'm standing here, I'll tell you where the pain is. It's like I'm holding my hand on my left hip, on my waist, and I've got pain at the front and I've got pain at the back. It's almost like stitch. So somebody had this kind of pain. I mean, she's telling me it's kidney. Actually, somebody had kidney stones as well, but she is giving me this pain on my left-hand side. So somebody's suffering with that or has suffered with that. She also wants me to give you bluebells as well. So there's a memory with the bluebells. It's like one walking through woods or fields or something with lots of bluebells in. She's given me the memory of that. And she also wants to give me, to give to you a lovely sunflower. Okay, so a sunflower should mean something to you, but it's also uplifting, isn't it? A big sunflower, and I think that's what she wants to give to you, because she's talking about nice things on the horizon, Tracy, nice things on the horizon that you can't see yet but are coming up. So watch for that. But she's just wanted to say hello to you, I think, and let you know that she's around. In fact, she's telling me she wants to confirm that she's around, because you obviously have been sensing people around you, and she wants to confirm that. She's just talking to me about changing the beds. So I don't know whether you've been, somebody's getting a bit too hot, so the blankets need swapping around or something. She's swapping the quilt with lighter stuff for some reason, and she's just saying I'm aware of that, but she'd like it. She just wants to send you a love. She's making me blow your kisses, so I hope that was okay for you. There you go.
Thank you very much indeed, Deb, and thank you, Tracy, for taking the information and allowing myself and Deb to work with you. And she's just giving you some feedback there, Deb, saying, oh, that's amazing. Thank you. Kiss, kiss. How lovely.
There you go.
There you go. So before we start working on our next visitor, and I feel I've got somebody who's already started to join me here, let's tell all of our lovely viewers what we've got coming up on SPTV tomorrow. He's just being jovial again, guys. He's just being naughty. We're just smiling and ignoring him. Don't worry.
Join Sam O'Neill tomorrow from 1 p.m. for an afternoon of spiritual guidance and free rune readings. Tomorrow night from 8 p.m, Ashley Robinson joins us for an evening of philosophy while answering your spiritual questions. Spiritual Psychics TV presents an holistic fair on Saturday the 11th of June. Offering the best in spiritual readers and market stalls. Join us from 10 a.m. until 4:30 p.m. Throughout the day there will be many stalls such as natural polished crystals and stones, qualified complementary therapists offering spiritual healing. This exciting day is being held at the Waterlooville Community Centre, with plenty of free parking. A wide range of handmade products including candles, oils, jewelry, naturally organic and vegan soaps, creams, and bath bombs. Not forgetting the kids, we have face painting and a bouncy castle to enjoy all day. For those who are interested in potions, spells, and essentials oils, then we have a stall for you here as well. Maybe you're looking for a reading, be it mediumistic, palm, or tarot. 11 readers are available throughout the day. Refreshments such as drinks and light snacks are being provided by the 1940s Tea Room from Havant. Plenty of free workshops, talks, and a demonstration of mediumship are also planned during the day. For more information, please visit mbs.spiritualpsychicstv.online.
So that's what we've got coming up on the channel tomorrow, and also Saturday the 11th of June, our holistic fair. So it will be really exciting to see some of you guys. If you are local, do come down, and you can get yourself a reading. You can pick up some gifts. There'll be some great stalls there for some gift ideas for those of you that maybe start, should I say the swear word, your Christmas shopping early. It's a fantastic day out. There'll be healing, there'll be crystals, there'll be candles, there'll be the lot. So do come down and join us. And then we've got the mediumship demonstration later on that evening with the lovely Polly Harnett, Matt and Kirsty Grogan, and myself. So do come along and see us, guys. Deb, shall we say a few more hellos to some of our lovelies that are joining us?
Go ahead.
Absolutely.
Roll the titles. Dawn, hello, Dawn.
Our lovely Dawn Collins in Quarry. And we've also got Mary Heaven, who joins us with some love hearts all in green. God bless you, Mary.
Ali, hello, Ali. Ali Nat. I think I've seen you before.
No, a new viewer. How lovely.
Mary Heaven. We're going backwards again. This is what happened the other night, weren't it, Richard? It was flicking forward and then moving back again. Back, forward, back, forward, back.
I think we're having a few problems with Facebook this evening, guys. So just bear with us if we seem to be repeating ourselves. We've got lovely Kirsty who joins us via YouTube saying good evening. All good evening to you too, Kirsty. Thank you for holding space.
Mick, hello, Mick. I think we've said hello to you, but hello again, Mick.
Yeah, hello again, Mick. Thank you for joining us, my friend. Hello, Mick. And we've also got the lovely Casey Tanner who joins us as well. So, Deb, I want to start talking about this lady that's joining me at this moment in time. Right. Do you know what? She's taken me out of my living room and she's placed me into a Catholic church. I can smell the frankincense and I can hear hymns that are just being sung in the background of my mind. It's almost like an angelic choir harmony that I can hear. Do you know what? It's almost as though this lady wants to change the dialect, the tone of my voice. She wants me to start going and speaking in an Irish accent. So I know that this lady would have come from overseas. She would have come from Ireland. I know that she would have been very, very religious, and that she would have been very heavily involved with her Catholic faith and her Catholic belief. This certainly wouldn't have been something that she would have believed in until now, because she's just making herself known here. Now, I want to be somewhat of a fiery nature with this lady, okay? I want to be, it's almost like when you would flip a coin and you're calling head or tails, you don't know what side you're getting. This is the way that she presents herself to me here this evening, okay? I'm very fiery, but I'm very subdued as well. Do you know what? With this lady, as she works within my mind, I know that she was a very good evaluator. She evaluated people really, really to the finest details, the finest points, you would understand, okay? She read people particularly well, okay? She knew so much about these people that crossed her path before any words left their mouth. She was a fantastic judge of character. Catherine Bedford saying, could be my name. She's Irish, Catholic and religious. Okay, my darling, thank you very much. I feel as though I need to connect to this lady. There would be a Pat or a Patricia sounding name, whether that's her or Pat or Patricia connects directly to her, you would understand there's a link there. I also feel with this lady as well that she would have been one that really would have liked to have predominantly have worn trousers. I don't feel that this lady would have liked to have worn many dresses or skirts. I feel that she was somebody that would have had a pair of trousers, a blouse, and she would have had her smart little jackets that she would have dressed herself up in. I also feel and understand with this lady, she starts working with me. Catherine's just giving feedback. Nan was quiet but very deceptive, read everyone without speaking. 100%. That's the way that she was giving her information to me. I know Lindsay's also taking some of the information. I'm just waiting for that feed to come up, and then Lindsay, I'll give you an acknowledgement there as well, my sweetheart. I need to know who relates to this name that this lady's brought forward as well, please, because I know that that should connect directly with she, or indeed with you as the recipient there. I know as well that I just want to be taken back somewhat to the month of January. So she holds January as space within my head, birthday, anniversary, or passing. I feel as though I'm going to the front end of January. I feel as though I'm in or around the 6th of January, you would understand as well, please. Birthday, anniversary, or passing that she places there with me. And she also takes me forward within the year, and she stops me in October. So again, birthday, anniversary, or passing that she just wants to place there. Okay, my darling. You would understand as well with this lady that she takes my breath away. She takes my breath away as she starts to impression upon me. So I know with this lady that I'm going into my chest area for a reason of passing, you would understand as well. I don't want to be on the larger side of life within my frame with this lady. There is a fragility to her. Catherine, you're giving me more feedback saying Mum's birthday is in January. Fantastic. Thank you very much. Can you also take the October link as well there, Catherine, please, and just relate to the physicality that this lady is just putting upon me at this moment in time. Jade, you're saying, yes, my neighbour, Irish Catholic, always wore pants as well. Thank you, Jade, for your feedback. But I do feel as though I'm more drawn to Catherine at this moment in time. Now, Debs, I can see that you're getting a few bits and pieces that are going over in your mind. So I'm going to hand over to you and let you share what it is that you've got.
Yeah, I'm waiting for you to get to the right person, I think, because I've got, your lady's only given me a few bits. She's given me the name Seamus, right? The place of Ayr. Is it County Ayr? E-I-R-E?
Era is, yeah. Era is another abbreviation for Ireland, yeah.
Is it? Oh, right, okay. She just gave me Ayr. She gave me Seamus, and she's suddenly talking about how to scout her. Remember one of those?
Yeah.
So there's a memory with a how to scout or somewhere that she's got, and that's what she's given me somewhere, trying to narrow it down, I think. So if anybody could take all of that, perhaps it'll narrow it down a little bit.
I feel very drawn to Catherine Bedford. I've got to say that as I see Catherine's comments, I feel as though my connection and my pull is definitely with Catherine at this moment in time. And there we go. She's just given additional feedback saying that she can take her brother's birthday, which is in October, which was another bit of information that this lady shared. Very minimal, though, this lady, Deb. Okay, I don't want to have lots of materialism around me. I know that she would have been very practical. There you go. Seamus was uncle, Ira equals Ireland. So she's also given feedback to what you got there as well, my darling.
I didn't know that. I thought it was a place area, you know.
Yeah, no. Yeah, no, it's an abbreviation for Ireland. The other thing that she's just making me conscious of here as well at this moment in time is that I'm feeling really giddy. Catherine, can you understand? I feel as though I want to bring this into the present. I don't want to sit this with this lady. I feel really giddy. Can you understand about you just feeling a little bit lightheaded at this moment in time, please, my darling? Because she just gives me that as a sense and a feeling. And again, let me know so I'm able to move forward on the vein of this message there for you, my sweetheart. Okay. Can you also take a jack that would be on the earth plane, please? I don't want Jack in spirit side. I want Jack on earth plane here because I'm just hearing that name being called out there for me as well. And she places with me at this moment in time as well, Catherine, a huge chocolate gatto. Can you remember the old Sara Lee gattos, Deb?
Oh, yeah. They
you know
the
frozen,
don't they? Frozen.
Oh, can you still get them? Yeah, frozen. That's what she's given me. It's almost like it's a triple chocolate gatto that she just wants to take out of the freezer and place here. So I know that this must be significant information that we can share with Catherine. She's given us feedback saying Jack is uncle and he's still here as well. Fantastic. Talk to us. She used to work in a bakery and we always had cakes. How fantastic is that? Wonderful. How lovely. She said to say, don't forget about the Swiss roll as well. The Swiss roll. The one with the cream in the middle and the jam. Not just the jam. It's the cream and the jam in the middle.
Arctic roll.
Yeah, now that was the one where you got the ice cream as well, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've just got Arctic roll shouted at me.
Wonderful. What else have you got there, Deb?
No, I've just got Arctic roll at the moment. Somebody shouted at me, Arctic roll, Arctic roll. I think I'm speaking to your uncle, Catherine. I think it's him that's given me the Arctic roll because he's quite funny. He's a bit of a joker, but he's just said to me he's here because he's trying to lift you a little bit because you've had a bit. He's saying, Catherine, he's describing you as on a little bit of a downer at the moment, so you're not very happy. You know what I mean? You're a bit sad or whatever, and that's how he's describing you. And he's coming around you being quite jolly and giving you this push to get you out and about and do what you need to, he's just said to me. Get you out and about and do what you need to. And he's talking about also you need to manage your time as well. He says you need to manage your time better. And it's like he's putting it in blocks, Catherine. So, you know, this hour you're doing this hour you're doing that, but manage your time management. But he's also he's still on to me about time at the moment because he's talking about, you know, when they say that we're watching the clock waiting for something, it's as if you're watching the clock waiting for something to happen. And he's just said to me, don't sit and watch the clock and wait for it to happen. Go and get it. Go and get it. You've got to go out and get it. So I don't know what it is you'd be thinking of doing, but he's telling you to get, or he's just said to me, get motivated, Catherine, get motivated, go out. Because although he's saying it'll take you a bit of, I don't know, confidence or whatever to do it, it'll make you feel better afterwards. Even if it's just getting you out to have even if it's only getting you out to have a nice cup of coffee. And do you know what he's doing? He's not putting you with people. He's telling you to go out and he's sitting you like in a coffee shop all on your own in a corner for a little bit of, he's just said to me, breathing space, but getting you out of the house into somewhere different to have this lovely cup of coffee and maybe a piece of cake. He's just said to me, maybe that piece of cake on your own, so you can do a little bit of thinking. But he's also taking with you, whilst you're doing this, a book. But with the book, it also becomes, it's changed into a writing book as well. So I don't know if you're supposed to take two and write notes, or one or the other. One or t'other, he's just said to me, but that's where I know, I don't know, but you'll find out what it means, Catherine. That's what he's saying, take you out. All right, okay. That's what he's telling you to do. I can only pass on one again. So I'll leave that with you, Catherine.
Lovely.
I'll leave that with you.
Debs, it's funny as you was just talking about writing there, okay, because I've been hearing that Sam Smith song being played over in my mind, The Writings on the Wall. The Writings on the Wall. I've got that over and over and over in my mind at this moment, Catherine. So I don't know if you connect to that song, if you've been listening to that song far too much and we need to stop listening to that song, or we need to be acknowledging about something being written on the wall, whether or not this takes us back down memory lane with you writing something on the wall and getting scolded and told off for that. The feedback for you there, Deb, was just that she did that last week and had coffee.
Must have been with her
in a cafe in the park. Absolutely. I want to share with you, Catherine. She shows me the Holy Rosary beads, and she also shows me the Holy Mother Mary, but she's making them glow in the dark. She's making them glow in the dark. So I don't know if you have rosary beads, or indeed a figurine of the Holy Mother Mary, which actually glows, or it looks as though it glows in the dark. But that's the way that she shows it to me within my mind at this moment in time. So please do let me know if you understand that by placing that in the feedback there for me as well, my darling. Just before I send her back off up to the angels, I'm asking if I can have a parting gift to leave with you. Okay. The writing on the wall, I do know what that means. I've been told something that will happen soon, hopefully. Okay, my darling, as long as you connect to why she's given that information to me, then that's absolutely fantastic. Just talk to me about this holy statue, or these rosary beads that she's just placed. We had the glow in the dark ones as kids. There you go. So she's just bringing that in as a memory link connection there as well. And she says to me to give you the Kimberley biscuits as a parting gift. You'll know what they're all about. So I'm going to leave her love with you. Again, just give me the feedback so you understand what it is that she gave you. And I'm going to say God bless you, and thank you so much for allowing myself and Debs to work with you. God bless. There we go, Debs.
There's another one.
And another one.
Another one.
Would you like to start our next visitor?
Oh no,
and their information?
You carry on.
All right, okay.
You
all
carry
right,
on.
Because I feel as though I just want to be connecting at this moment in time to Grandad. I'm hearing Grandad being called out within my mind as he starts to step forward, this gentleman. As he comes forward to me, he's starting to show himself holding his walking stick, so I know that he would have used that as a walking aid. I know this gentleman would have stood around about 6 foot in height as well, so he's quite a tall chap. I know with this gentleman as well that for a man of his age, a man of his generation, do you know what? He still had a good head of hair on him, okay? Not like me, Kojak Styley special, but he had a good... he had a good head of hair. He hardly lost any hair, he's saying to me here as he starts to work that little bit closer. Now with him, he's starting to make my throat go very gravelly, grainy. So I know that I want to be pulled into my throat area as a condition of significance that would have been placed with this gentleman prior to him making his journey back home there. And I also know with this gentleman that, okay, my friend, at times, you would have had to have kind of like had a few hard-hitting home truths with regards to in keeping himself clean and tidy. God bless. Okay, Tina Gray, our granddad, we used to sing that. Okay, Tina, just let me know if you connect to the other information. Mia, yes, Bill, I can take this. This is my granddad. Okay, Mia, just let me know if you relate to the additional information that it is that is shared there as well. Can you also understand a connection, please, to Brian, because I'm hearing Brian being called out to me here. I'm not saying this is this gentleman's name, but I know that Brian connects to him. Mia, throat issues, good amount of hair prior to him making his journey back home there. Thank you, my darling. And can you also understand as well, please, why he wants to place me within this month of April? So I know April sits well as a month of significance for birthday, anniversary, or passing. However, I do feel as though I'm going towards the back end of this month because it's still yet to be acknowledged. You would understand. Jodie Linormand, Lee Normand, I beg your pardon, Jodie, for the mispronunciation of your surname. Sounds like your granddad also. Okay, sweetheart. Can you also understand as well, please, ladies, that this gentleman would have had a tattoo that would have sat on the forearm there as well? I feel that this would have had some type of naval reference, Navy reference. Ali J. Bryan is granddad's son. Oh, wonderful. Thank you, Ali J. I need somebody to connect to this tattoo that he's just showing me. And he's showing it to me with naval connections or naval links. Mia, you're saying Brian was his stepson. Crikey, we're getting 2 or 3 for the price of 1 here tonight, Deb. Okay, and Mia's also saying yes to April and May as well. Okay, okay, Tina Gray, yes, I can take this. And he had 9 strokes, can also take Brian, can take this month. I need somebody to take this tattoo. Once I've got this tattoo connection, I know where I'm going. Casey, my dad's Brian. It was his birthday this month, and my granddad, and he has a good head of hair. Casey, can you take this tattoo connection, please, my darling, because I need to link this in with one of you lovely ladies here this evening. Okie dokie. Somebody also has just put plasters, he's telling me, on the backs of their feet because their shoes have been rubbing them. Somebody's just been putting plasters on the backs of their feet. Jodie, yes, you can understand the tattoo. His brother was in the Navy. There you go. Okay, right. And me is saying, yes, naval and army links, but not a tattoo. So can I scroll back to the previous message there, please, Richard? Jodie, okay. All right, Jodie, can you also take, please, my darling, why he just wants to place those plasters just on the backs of your feet at this moment in time because of the shoes that have been rubbing? And can you also understand, Casey, not sure about the tattoo, never met him. Okay, Casey, then it's not for you, my darling, but thank you so much for coming forward. Okay. Jodie, the other thing that I just want to talk to you about with regards to him, he just places upon me. You would understand with him that there would have been issues with regards to him digesting food correctly as well towards the end there, my lovely, okay, because he's just given me a very sickly taste and almost wanting to regurgitate my own food here at this moment in time. So I know that this is a condition he places there with me to share with you, my darling, okay. Can you also understand as well, I feel as though I'm going either Maureen or Noreen as a name connection that he just wants to bring forward here as well, please, my darling. And I'm going to hand over to Deb to see if there's any information that she could add into this link at this moment in time. Nothing. You've not got nothing. No. Okay, Deb.
I've got a totally different person to you.
That's fine. So I'm going to finish off the message here with the lovely Jodie, and then I'm going to come over to you so that you can work with your visitor that you've got with you this evening. Yes, your shoes do run as well, which is the reason why you've got the plasters at this moment in time, Jodie. Thank you very much, my darling. Now, Jodie, I know that as I connect with you and I'm asking him to give me a little bit of information about yourself so that you can have a little bit more of a guided message for you. What I want to be saying to you, my darling, is I just want you to continue with the focus. You can also take the Maureen as well. Thank you, sweetheart. I just want you to continue with the focus that it is that you've been putting in place. And I feel as though I need to be saying to you that this is something that's been very evident over the last 5 weeks, because he just counts 5 within my mind as he places that information there with me, my darling. So the last 5 weeks have been very significant with regards to the way that you've been setting things out, with regards to routine, with regards to structure, with regards to plan, and with regards to moving forward here. Okay, it's almost as though I want to say to you, continue to write. If it's not in a journal, then continue to write on that planner, because you're really ticking off and striking off as you're moving along, you would understand. So again, give me the feedback. Let me know that you understand what it is that he's giving here with me to share with you. And can you also understand as well, I don't know why he's doing this with me, but I want to take you to a mirror, and I know that I don't want to be putting furniture polish on it to clean the mirror, because he's saying to me, that's not the way you do it. So I feel as though I need to be acknowledging, yes, you can focus 5 weeks. It's very significant. Oh no, that's Mia. Okay, I beg your pardon. Sorry, Richard. Okay. I don't want to polish the mirror with furniture polish. I want to be using glass cleaner. There's something significant happening around you with regards to a mirror where you've just done something with it and you put furniture polish on it rather than glass cleaner, or my mind's being taken there for whatever reason it is. So please do, again, let me know that you can connect to that information. And just before I send him back off up to the angels, I'm just going to ask if I can get you a parting gift there, my darling, before I hand over to Debs. Okay, where are we going on that one? Well, he's worked with me with him having a full head of hair. I think he's having a game with me here tonight, Deb. What he wants to do for you, my sweetheart, is he wants to give me a set of ceramic hair straighteners, but I feel as though I'm bringing them in as your gift of acknowledgement. But I feel as though I want to say that you've just recently had these as a gift, or you've just purchased new ones as a new investment. So please, again, do let me know if you can understand why he's doing that, because he's giggling as he's giving that information to me, and he's starting to draw his energies back. So I'm going to leave his love with you, say God bless you, thank you for giving me the opportunity to work with you, and I'm going to hand over to our lovely Deb.
I don't know what I've got here. I've got a few people, but I've been getting odd people coming through to me when you've been talking, Bill, so I don't know where I am. But I'll go with the lovely nan and granddad that I've got. So a lovely nan and granddad coming in, and the grandma is talking about a connection with midwifery. So somebody is either a midwife, or she was a midwife, or somebody's going into midwifery. So hopefully they should narrow it down. She's telling me there is somebody here actually that's either thinking or doing their exams to do with midwifery down here. So if anybody could take a lovely nan and granddad in spirit with that link, let me know. It's the nan that's talking at the moment. There's also a photograph of her and her husband. Somebody's got a photograph, black and white photograph, and it's on display as well. But yeah, somebody's actually thinking of taking exams in it, because she's talking about they're having to study. So there's a link with London, she says, with me as well. So there's a London link somewhere that she's talking to me about. And I don't know if she means this is a hospital or a place or something like that, but she's talking about St. George's. So I don't know whether she means a hospital or a place. She just said to me, give them St. George's as well. So if anybody could take them, pipe up to Richard. She's also talking about there's a lot going on in the family. And there's other people either studying or taking exams in the family. Besides this one person that's going for the midwifery, there's somebody else doing some studying as well. So there's a lot of this around that she's been watching. She's talking about memories of a real open fire. So she, at one stage, she had a lovely big open fire where the family used to gather around. She's bringing that in as well. So that's where I've got so far. Also the name Tim. She's given me the name Tim as well as meaning something. And also the month of July, she's telling me as well, she's talking about, okay, Martine, so it may well be you. She's also talking about Bill as well, Martine. Let me know if you can take the rest so I can narrow it down. But she's talking about Bill as well, applying for St George's Hospital with, I am near London, working in hospital, applying for St George's Hospital with midwifery. So it's probably you, Hannah, but this is a grandma and granddad. But she's talking about, okay, and the open fire, she's talking to me about that as well. But she's come to acknowledge that this is being done. But she's also telling me, you should be able to take the name Ivy as well, Hannah. She just said to me, Ivy's here, like, Ivy's here. But she's just come in because she just wants to let you know that she's around. She's also saying she's helping you, okay? She's also saying she's helping you with this study as well. She's talking about, besides that opportunity that she's talking about, there's going to be another one for you as well. So watch for the other opportunity. She says to me that you're going to be so, oh, that's a nice word, isn't it? You're going to be so overwhelmed with all these opportunities coming your way, you won't know which way to go. So it's going to be a nice time coming up for you. She's talking about that as well. Anything else? She wants me to give you Madrid. So the place called Madrid, there's going to be a link there. I think somebody's wanting to go that way. And also Italy as well. She's talking about Italy. And she says that somebody down here wants a cruise. Somebody wants to go on a cruise. But she says she's come just to give you that little bit of encouragement to go forward with your studying. She's talking about that, and just to say hello. That's I know a nice quick message, but she's just said, I just want to say hello and let her know that I'm listening, because somebody's obviously been talking about them. Somebody's been reminiscing about people in spirit, and she's just come to let you know that they are listening. Okay, I think that's it. She's going now. She's got a cat with her in spirit as well. So there's a cat in spirit. She's not showing me the cat, but she says, I've got a cat up here. She should know the cat. Oh, there's a memory of a cat eating. There's a memory of a cat with a budgie in its mouth. This cat's got a budgie. So I don't know if it actually caught a budgie, this cat, but she's got this memory of this cat catching this budgie. The budgie's still alive. It's not eating it or anything like that. But this cat's got this budgie in its mouth, Hannah. But she's having a bit of a giggle, so I know it weren't too badly injured or anything. But she's just sending her love. I think she just wants to let you know that she's around and she's aware of what's going on. So I hope that was okay for you. I'll leave you with that. There you go.
Ah, lovely. What a lovely message. Thank you very much, Deb. And there was some really poignant information in there that I could relate to as well.
Yeah. Oh. What, the cat with the budgie in its mouth?
I can take the cat, I can take the budgies as two separate entities. I can connect to the name Ivy. St George's Hospital. My mum used to live literally on top of St George's Hospital. My niece went into midwifery and she spent a lot of time with my mum. So I can take from that message as well. And that's a great thing about listening into other people's messages, because sometimes we can take great comfort from that ourselves, which is absolutely lovely. So Spirit have a fantastic way of working with us mediums, don't they? So that not just one person gets message, but there are several others. So what a lovely message, and what a lovely message to end our show with this evening. As quick as we started it, we've almost come to the end. So Deb, thank you so much for joining this evening. It's been lovely to work in your energy, and I thank you for joining.
Thank you for loving me on.
Oh, it was so lovely. Now, there is something that I want to share with everybody at home, because I don't know, for those of you that maybe don't follow my Facebook page, I popped up tonight that there was something exciting that I'm going to be bringing to the show for the month of June this year. So, no, Richard, I'm not going.
Would that be exciting?
To retain the viewers, we don't want them to run away.
Would that be exciting?
He always has to crash bomb it, doesn't he?
Bring it down, lowers the tone. He just lowers the tone all the time.
So let me talk about this announcement for June, guys. Okay, so as all of you know who join the show regularly, fortnightly, collective consciousness is purely about mediumship. It's purely about pushing the boundaries and bringing something new. And I think we've done that, and we've achieved that with the show, where we've unified two mediums and we've worked on those same vibrations, those same links with spirit for the one recipient. So I thought in my wisdom, well, if we can do that with two, then why can't we do it with three? So keep an eye. Richard is just going off in my ear now. Do you realise what you're doing? Do you know how difficult it's got to be to get everybody into the studio? So in June, I'm going to be bringing back two that have been on collective consciousness before, and collectively, all three of us are going to be working together to see if we can push the boundaries and work with spirit, bringing a message through for one recipient with three mediums now. What do you think about that, everybody?
Stop it.
Do let me know. But Debs, going back to you, my lovely, once again, it's been fabulous to share their virtual platform with you and to work in your energy. So thank you so much once again. Do let everybody know where they can find you on Facebook.
Oh, they can find me. I don't know the.
Oh, Richard's put it on screen. It's just down there.
Oh, right.
So that's where you can find Deb. So please do visit Deb's page and give her a like and follow. And you can find myself on Facebook, Bill Hughes, Psychic Medium. So, guys, thank you once again for joining us on the show this evening. Thank you to all of you that have shared the show out there. I'll see you again in 2 weeks' time. And until then, may the love and the light of spirit be with each and every single one of you. Good night and God bless. Thank you very much, producer Richard. As always, goodbye.
Bye.
Spiritual Psychics TV is hosting the first annual recognition of achievements this December, acknowledging those who dedicate their lives to a spiritual act of kindness.